No. Stay. I'm not going anywhere. Move. Get back in your bed. Move.
Hello.
Hello.
It is time for D&D.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everything set on your side?
Yep.
Alrighty. We're gonna get this show started. Let me know the music is playing for you.
It's playing.
Okay.
I hear an echo though.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
How about now?
It's fine.
Okay. So, This is going to be a special prologue chapter to the Barovia campaign. And our first prologue, Prologue 1, The Holy Dragon. This is the story of a man who's lost everything, and in the pits of despair finds his answer.
Oh God, he found Jesus. That he literally found Jesus.
Yep.
Okay.
And we begin with the image still fresh in Kanan's senses. He still hears the fires crackling all around him, the chaos amidst the blood and carnage, his wife dead before his eyes, and the blood of many in his hands, both guilty and the innocent. It's then that he is sharply awoken from this memory by a sharp cough from a tiny voice near him.
Okay, he's gonna wake up. Yes.
He's already awake.
Oh, okay.
Kanan comes back to his senses and sees that the cough is coming from his small daughter, Kezia,
Okay.
who has been bedridden for the last couple of days. She begins coughing weakly and holding out her little arms for her father.
What is all this Zitz bullshit?
What you say?
All this Zitz bullshit. Okay. He's going to go to her bedside and like grab one of her hands to like gently caress it. He's like, "How are you feeling?"
Kezia lets out a few more weak coughs and she says, "I'm okay. Are you leaving today, Daddy?"
Gotta find food for both of us. So yeah. God, this is so vegetable. Uh,
Hey, you made this backstory.
Shut up. I'll bring back some fresh meat. I'll make you your favorite stew. How's that sound?
Yay. Is it?
Yay.
He begins coughing again, this time more hoarsely.
Oh dear. Okay.
She grips your hand harder and she says, "Is it the lamb stew?"
Lamb stew.
She gives you a happy little smile despite her current pain as she reaches out to hug you.
Like he gently hugs her back, then he eases her down back onto the pillow she was resting on. He's like, "You get some sleep. I'll be back soon."
She nods slowly. Usually she would be as defiant as she could be to have fun with her dad, but you see that she's too weak now in stamina to even resist as she slowly nods out to sleep.
You're an ass.
You wrote this story.
I know I did, but God, to act it out is kind of something different.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then he's gonna head to the door.
Okay. Is he gonna open it?
Yes, he's gonna open it.
Okay. Doors on. That one's the window.
Oh, yeet. I'm dumb.
Yeah. It's okay. If you want me to describe your surroundings at all, let me know.
Yeah, do that for me, please.
You're currently in the room that you were given so kindly by the members of the Church of Bahamut. It's a rather small room, but they were because you were a single parent, they were kind enough to give you one with a double bed so that you and your daughter could stay in the same place.
Oh, cool.
So you reach for the wooden door and you open it, uh, ever so gently as to not wake your daughter.
Is this the door right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, church! Churchville!
You come outside to your what is now has been your usual surrounding for the better part of a month of your life. Ever since you and your daughter found refuge here amongst the members of the Church of Bahamut Order. And to your left, you hear a friendly voice call out, "Hey, big guy."
He looks to his left and he gives like a not a big smile, but you know, kind of like a friendly
Yeah.
smile, but he's still kind of grimacing.
You go towards the voice and you smile at a familiar female figure. You see that it is Sona,
Hey, Sona.
a, a human female that you've made pretty fast friends with since your time here. She's been nothing but courteous and kind to you, both you and your daughter, and she's been helping you learn the ways of Bahamut as she is a trainee alongside you. Is she still feeling okay?
He kind of grimaces and he's like, the coughing's getting worse.
She frowns as she lowers her head a little bit to the point where her glasses almost tip. She says, "I'm so sorry."
I'm not giving up on her yet.
None of the mages have been able to help?
Nothing seems to be working.
You see her hold her hand up and it glows a little bit. She says, like, "Wish I knew more curative spells, but sorcerers like me, we're just one-trick ponies."
Ponies. But she's fallen asleep now, so maybe some rest will do her some good for now.
She nods as she puts a hand on your shoulder and just says, "She'll be okay. I'm sure it's just a flu or something."
He grimaces again, and he says nothing, but he just nods.
Yeah. Uh, Look, I don't want to be that girl, but we've been given orders to see Matthias. And to your memory, Matthias is the leader of the Church of Bahamut, and the primary reason why you and your daughter were taken in.
Lead the way.
You and Zona head down the tiny little stairs into the um, main center of this place. It is the headquarters of the Church of Bahamut, and you see that almost like it's a round table tavern. There are many other members here. All of them either just refugees seeking refuge, or paladins who are training their craft, or just clerics who are busy in their day-to-day worship and practice. And you see many clerics just wearing the standard of Bahamut on their tabard, the very thing that you aspire to train to be. And you see Sona leads you to the front little foyer over here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Ooh.
And You see standing there a rather dark looking figure. As you just see him kind of just looking kind of rudely leering at you while blowing some bubbles out of his gum.
Kanan just stares, like, you know, that like a creepy stare someone gives, like,
Yeah.
yeah, stare.
And Sona just looks at him and just goes, and there's Mr. Sunshine. And you see this drow elf just ignores her words and just looks towards what you see are three worshippers standing in front of a little oasis uh, statue of Bahamut pouring water at the forefront with some torches near it. One of the worshippers you see is a black female. She stands there with her eyes closed in cloistered worship of the statue until she hears you approach. And she turns around to greet you. Good morning to you, Kanan, Sona, Vatar.
Good morning.
Sona just gives a little wave, and Vatar just stands as he is.
God, you have a
And
dick.
you see the woman looks at you all and goes like, "Today is an auspicious day in your training. I've been given word and authorization by Matthias to tell you that today you will undergo the trial."
Trial.
Sona looks over to you with a big grin on her face. She's like, "This is it. It's our big test. If we succeed, we become official clerics of Bahamut."
Kanan nods. He's not exactly as excited as she is, but he kind of acknowledges her enthusiasm with a small smile.
You see Vatar sort of just speaks out in a rather disrespectful tone. He says, "And why now? You've had us doing nothing but basic training for weeks."
Kanan
You
kind
see
of
the
just Kanan kind of just stares at him again, like, is this dude for real? Sort of.
yeah. Sona shares in your look and just says, just ignore him. It's always been like this." And you see the woman standing near the statue says that uh, there's no rush on these kinds of things. Bahamut himself will decide when it is time. And she closes her eyes a bit and she looks like she does a little prayer and she continues speaking, saying that there is no guarantee of success on this journey, but should you succeed, I will welcome you with open arms as new clerics of Bahamut. Now go forth. I believe Matthias is waiting to give you further instructions at the church.
Kanan, like, gives her, like, a polite bow.
Yeah. Sona uh, just waves goodbye, and Vatar just follows you both.
I'm gonna
As
forget to
you
stab him later. Sorry, go ahead.
so you and your company walk through. As you do, you see familiar faces, some acquaintances you made in this church wave hello to you. Few of them are also Dragonborn. The few who aren't fearful of worshiping a dragon god, and many others still being humans or other races of non-humans.
And he'll wave them back if they wave at them. I mean, bleh. He will wave back at the ones that waved at him. God, I can't English.
So you and your party make your way over to the Church of Bahamut. You see it is this grand temple. Uh, its size is quite massive, even bigger than the headquarters that you left off from. Just on the other route nearby.
Hmm?
Um, this large building looks like it is cross shaped if you were to look at it from above. And the big grand doors look like they are emblazoned with the images of uh, two dragons uh, with their arms against the middle of the door.
Mm. Kanan kind of just looking at all, like taking it in, almost like he's mesmerized for a moment.
Sona just looks at this large building and she just kind of shudders a bit and goes like, "This place always kind of gives me the creeps for some reason. I don't know why."
Hmm. Can't help but stare at it.
You see Vitar just rolls his eyes and just says, "Let's just get this done."
Kanan just snorts at him, and then he starts to head for the big doors.
So you, with both arms, open the big grand entrance to the church. The large doors open wide, revealing to you the interior of the church inside. And you see on the inside the door to the inner cloister of the church has already been left open, as if they are expecting you. Inside, you see at both opposite sides of you, uh, big grand rows of chairs for the church processions, but also grand pillars that hold up the ceiling as well nearby. And at the very end of the lane that you come in on, you see a, a quite large statue of Bahamut for worship at the very end. And in front of it are two loyal paladins of Bahamut, both gold dragonborns, standing at the statue's side. And in the middle, you see a red dragonborn just like you, Matthias, the man who took you and your daughter in. He puts out his arms and welcomes you in with a hug as he, in a kind voice, speaks something and goes like, "Welcome, my brother. How goes it?"
As well as anything can get. He kind of he accepts the hug, kind of hugs him back, and then when he pulls away, he's still got that familiar grimace because he's still worried about
Yeah.
Kezia.
Matthias notices your expression as he cups his hands together. You see that he's wearing clergy robes befitting that of a pastor of Bahamut, and he gives out a small sigh and says, "I was given word about your daughter. I'm so very sorry. But
Kanan just
all is not
nods.
all is not lost, my friend. I'm sure she will recover in time."
I'm hoping so.
But today, I have much more auspicious news to grant you, as I'm sure you've heard by now. I am granting you permission to undergo the trial.
What does this trial entail?
Matthias answers you and says, It will be a trial in which you will go to the ruins of Bahamut in an old shrine that we have not far from here. We have set it up to be a trial ground for any aspiring to be a cleric or paladin of Bahamut. In that place, you will find tests that in which you will show proof of your loyalty and reverence to Bahamut. And if you succeed, you will find both faith and power.
Will this power help me heal my daughter?
He looks at you sincerely as he says, I cannot promise you anything like that, my friend, but should Bahamut bless you, then by your faith will you be able to help not only your daughter, but to all who are in need and those suffering from injustice.
Kanan slowly nods and with acknowledgement, but he doesn't say anything.
Sona pipes up, raising a hand, and just goes like, "Hi, sorry, but is there? Are we gonna have to kill something?" Matthias says, "There will be some beings that we have set there artificially for practice, yes, but I believe from your weeks of training, you should be able to endure it." And he also says, "But of course, we will also have an examiner on site in order to ensure that nothing goes wrong and that you are all safe, even should you fail." He beckons over to one of the paladins as they step forth, holding out a satchel for you to hold.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
Inside the satchel, you find a set of 5 potions of healing.
Okay, let me add that.
And
Okay.
he says that distribute them amidst yourselves as you will.
Okay. There's only 5, so
Yep.
I'll take 1. Then I'll give 2 to her. And I guess I can't be a dick. I'll give 2 to the drow.
Okay. You see, he just kind of grabs the potions from you nonchalantly and like just puts it away in his little satchel. And he kind of pops the bubble of his gum and just says, "Thanks."
Kanan kind of just stares at him, but eh, you're welcome.
Sona just looks curiously over to Vatar and just says, "Sorry, but I don't I don't see you often at training, but so what is it that you do?" He just sort of looks at her coldly and just says, uh, "The loot on my back didn't give you any hints."
Wait, is he a thief?
He's a bard.
Oh. Oh, a loot. I thought you meant loot as in
No,
LOOT.
as in loot.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Uh,
Okay.
you see, you see Sona look and just raise her brow and just said, "Oh, sorry. I guess I should have known from your warm and cuddly disposition, as all bards do."
Mm.
You see Vatar just shrug and just goes, "Whatever."
The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can part ways.
And you see the paladin step back to his station as Matthias tells you directions on where to go for the trial grounds that are not far from here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's not far, but it is a bit of a distance away from the church and the HQ. Uh, enough to where it would be on the outskirts of the city that you're finding yourself in.
Okay.
You see Sona and Vatar begin to leave towards the destination. And as you're about to join them, you see Matthias just hold his hand out and goes like, "Wait, my friend. If you would just give me a moment." You see Matthias step forward to you and goes like, I know it is not my job to pry. All those who come into our care, they look for the redemption for all sorts of things, be it blood, or perhaps guilt, or perhaps they're finding redemption. But I sense deeper turmoil in you, my friend.
Should I tell him?
This is your ride.
Oh my god. Uh, well, I don't know. It might be a bad idea to lie to him.
That's you.
Yeah, so Kanan kind of thinks about it for a moment and is like, I seek to cleanse myself of my past sins. Like, do I
You
tell him
nod.
the whole story or
I,
should I just.
it's up to you.
Okay.
This is your ride. Your DLC.
Well, Kanan thinks for a moment and might as well get his thing out, the guilt out in the open, so that there's context. Before I came to the Church of Bahamut, I was but a merchant selling my wares from city to city with my wife and now my little one. We traveled to a remote village hoping to sell our wares there, and they didn't take too kindly to us Dragonborn. And subsequently, they killed my wife while she was trying to give us time to run. They mobbed her, they mutilated her body, and it drove me to the point where I started cutting people down one by one in retaliation. I am not proud of what I did.
You see Matthias has been listening to your story with sincerity in his face and just a lack of judgment in his behavior and his movements. He simply nods and closes his eyes and puts his hands together in small prayer. And he opens them again and looks to you and says, You have been through much. And though blood does stain your hand, do know that here, under the watchful gaze of Bahamut, through honesty and sincerity, will you begin the path to redemption.
Bahamut slowly judging from beyond. he nods. Kanan nods and expresses his gratitude with a polite bow.
Matthias then puts his hands down and says, But even as I do, I will now speak to you not as a clergyman, but as one like yourself, who has seen the depths and now climbs up above. I was not always a member of the Church of Bahamut. Once I was a pirate. My trade was You see he pauses a bit as he looks down and says, less than desirable.
Kanan's curious, but he's not gonna press.
Yeah. He says, I traded in all things, including the lives of many. Those that did not deserve it, and sometimes those that did. No matter the case, I offered myself before Bahamut, and in those darkest hours did I find my answer. I only hope that these trials will offer you the same, my friend.
Thank you, Matthias.
He gives a kind smile and lets you go.
I'm going to yeet myself over here. Yeet.
As you go back out through the door, you kind of see Sona and Vatar standing there, except Sona's hurriedly like backing off. You see that it was very obvious she was trying to listen in, as she says, "Sorry, got curious.
Kanan
I
sort of
heard."
tilts his head to the side while he's listening.
Sona says, "I heard some of that, but no, I've done a lot of things I'm not proud of either. But you know, I like to think that with our little family here, we can find something new together."
Kanan smiles, and I hope so too. Kind of just looks at the drow for a moment and kind of just heads back to the door.
You see Vitar looks like he was going to answer, but he just kind of relents and like just looks away.
Like, you can't judge me.
So you begin to head off towards the trial grounds as was instructed. You go by foot at first, and then you take a horse-drawn carriage nearby as they drop you off near the location. When you get near, though, you start to feel and sense that something's amiss. Um,
Is that like a
the
perception?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Okay, doke. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Wah. Wait.
You're unsure of what is going on, but you can feel something's off. And when you finally get to the location with Sona and Vatar,
Mhm.
you finally see um, that the training grounds looks like it has been completely sacked.
What the hell?
You see the nearby stable houses completely destroyed in Tartars, and you see the corpses of many guards of Bahamut that were standing here dead on the ground, and near them you see what is now feasting on their remains, many demons.
Shit.
Sona just kind of is taken aback, and she's, "What the hell? What happened here?"
Ask questions first, fight later.
Batar takes out his crossbow and just goes like, "Oh God."
By the way, I said that wrong. Ask questions later, fight first. But that's what I meant to say. Ignore what I said
That's fine.
initially. Kanan starts to unsheath his weapons.
Yep. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Roar! Okay. Uh, 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 uh.
Oh, unless you want me to roll for you.
No, I got it.
Okay. Hurrah!
Hoorah!
Time for combat.
Time for combat. Where's that music?
Hold up, I'm doing initiative. You and your, you and your music.
Hey, it's your fault. I didn't know you could even put music on Roll20 until you told me about it.
Oh, these initiative rolls are not too good on this side.
gonna use my normal, like
Hmm?
my normal D20 dice, for like AC checks and stuff like that.
Sure.
Like you got me these dice, so I might as well use them.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is this not working? Oh God, one sec.
Yep. Take your time.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
It's group initiative. That's right. You're the one fucking me up.
Mm.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Okay. Oh dear. Where am I?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm-
Okay. It's like a Ouija board.
Why are you not on there?
I don't know. I didn't
So
press
weird.
anything.
Good. Now you're all right.
Okay.
All right. Now.
Mm. Um.
Okay. So for this one, I'm doing a thing, testing out a new system. This is not gridded,
Uh-huh.
so you'll be moving using the ruler.
The ruler. So.
So press on your current location, press Q, and then stretch out the ruler. It'll tell you how far that movement is.
So click on my thing and press Q.
Yep.
Oh, it's not. Oops.
Hold it.
I'm holding Q.
No, like hold your token and then press Q.
Oh. Oh.
See now? That'll tell you how far you can move.
Okay.
You can move 30 feet. So.
30 feet. Just straight up 30 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm not close enough to. So, what is this right here? Is that like a building?
It's like debris. That would be tough terrain if you went past it.
Okay, so. Alright, Kanan is going to move. Gonna move. Hold Q. Hold down token and then Q?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working. I hold down my token.
Hold down the token and press Q.
That's what I did. Wow, this thing is stingy as fuck. Okay. He's gonna try and take a shot at Maud Demon with his longbow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
Roll for AC. 16.
That does hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for damage.
I'm just gonna click longbow. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoa, wait, what?
There you go.
Okay.
So you deal, your longbow's arrow flies across the battlefield and it hits the Maw Demon right in one of its eyes, and you see it recoil as it flinches in pain.
Okay. I will end my turn.
You see the demons are now aware of your presence, and they all start staring at you. The one in the middle, a spined devil, looks like. It takes its pitchfork and like points in your general direction and shrieks, and ordering its companions towards you. You see this Maul Demon. Let's see. Got 30 feet of movement, so let's see. We move here. And it's gonna move right over here.
Okay.
The Spined Devil, it's turn now.
Spine Debudu.
Dibidu.
Debudu. Debudu man.
So it's gonna start.
You okay?
So it's gonna start flying.
Alright.
Has 40 feet of movement. So it's gonna fly straight over the obstacles into here.
Okay.
And it's gonna go ahead and try to attack you with a multi-attack. One bite and one with its fork.
Okay. Oh dear.
What's your AC?
La 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 la. Oh, I don't have an armor class. What the fuck?
Yeah, you do.
It's not showing up.
Oh, okay. Your
yeah.
armor class was 12.
Okay. Oop. Okay. 12.
Okay. So it rolled an 8, so it does not hit.
Okay.
You see it tries to attack you with its bite first, and it misses, and it's gonna try with a fork this time. It also misses. You see it like goes like.
Okay. Kaden just effortlessly dodges out the way.
Yeah. You see Vatar kind of move into action. He takes his crossbow, moves over here, and he's gonna aim at the Maul Demon over here.
Okay.
And he screams out, "Look alive, people!" And he's gonna try and attack with his crossbow.
A trigger? Ew.
What do you say?
Nothing. I was watching the Vox Machina the other day, and the female twin, she's like, a trigger? Ew. When they were like attacked by the wraiths. Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately, you see the Maul Demon just sort of bashes aside the arrow with its large body as Vatar kind of curses under his breath and like takes a better position behind a tree to try and hide himself.
Bitch.
You see Sona, she kind of stammers a little bit, goes, okay, I got this. She heads over here to try and help you with the Spine Devil. And she's going to use one of her sorcerer spells. She's going to try and use Acid Splash, a cantrip on it.
Okay.
Alright, so it's going to be a DC 13 save. So let's see if the demon passes or not. I believe it's a dexterity save. Yeah, it is. It definitely failed. You see it takes 1 acid damage, but because it took the damage, it is going to... Let's see, what's the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to take 1 acid damage, and it's going to continue burning acid damage for 1 over the next turn until its next turn.
Nice job.
Yeah, you see her splash over an acid splash, and while the majority of it doesn't hit the Spine Devil, you see enough has hit the devil to see the liquid start to burn on its body as it like shrieks out against the pain.
Nice.
And Sona was like, "Did I do it?"
Yep, you sure did.
And you see her like kind of goes like, "Yay!"
Yay.
But the mall demon over on this side, angered by being shot by you, begins to make his move. Gonna move over here. Gonna end his turn there.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright. He's going to.
And one more burning damage or sorry, acid tick for
Okay.
this demon.
Alright. Let's see. Hit it. Dude, so for the superiority dice, do I have to make a successful attack to.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Unless the maneuver you do like changes that or something.
Okay. Because I wanted to use my short swords and then make a menacing attack.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, so I'm going
Can you
to.
make menacing attack for me?
Yep, let me.
Okay. Yeah, you got to hit.
Okay. Alright, let me. La, 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 la. Oh.
Oh.
What is this?
What is that?
What is what?
You know that dice you gave me?
Uh-huh.
It's got like a sun on it.
That's a nat 20.
Oh shit! Okay then.
Okay. So with your attack, go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
And roll for it twice.
Roll for it twice? Alright.
Roll damage twice, yep. Very nice.
And then.
Oh, that's not damage. But yeah, just roll it twice. I'll press it for you twice.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Nice. So with a mighty blow from your go ahead and describe how you want to do it since it's a nat 20.
Alright, Kanan quickly whips out his short swords and kind of like, almost like not a ballet, but like an intricate dance. He starts to slice into the spine devil with both of his short swords.
Nice. You slice through this thing with your finesse and training, and you hit it at a crucial point between its legs and knees to where you see it greatly hurts it even though it's in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 10 damage from your strike.
Now what's the menacing attack thingy?
So you can expend one superiority dice to frighten it as well.
Okay. I would like to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your superiority dice, which is the D8.
D8. Alright.
And that gets added to the damage.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw now, or it's frightened of you until the next turn. So let me do a wisdom save for this dude.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. He definitely succeeds against it, but he does take the extra 1 damage from you, and but he is not frightened.
Alright. How much damage did he take overall?
Basically 10, and with your extra spirit dice, 1 more, so 11.
No,
You still have your bonus attack.
Didn't I get a nat 20 though? Doesn't that get crit?
Yeah, that's why you rolled for damage twice.
Oh, okay, I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You still have your bonus action attack with your offhand if you want.
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it. Remember to add your strength modifier to the d20 roll.
Oh, shit.
Along with your proficiency bonus.
How do I do that?
Oh, did you already roll for it on roll d20 instead of in real life?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, with your second attack, it does not hit.
Okay, that's fine. I still need to get used to fighter.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, I'm gonna end my turn.
So this Maul Demon's turn. It's gonna try and make its way over here. And it's gonna try to attack Sona.
Oh no.
And let's see, Maul Demon.
Miss! Miss!
It's gonna try and bite her.
Miss!
Ooh, definitely a hit.
No!
You see her kinda like fearing it, the monster coming. She tries to react in time by dodging out of her way, but unfortunately, the Maul Demon manages to bite her arm.
Oof.
And you see it draw blood. She goes, "Ah!"
Are you okay?
Sona says, "Oh, just demon bit my arm, but I'll live, I guess." And let's see. Ooh, that's 10 damage.
She's not dead, is she?
No.
Okay.
And Spine Devil's turn. It's still very pissed that you managed to make that attack on it, so it's gonna try and attack you again. It's gonna try and attack you with its tail spine this time.
Okay.
And that does hit.
Oof.
So that's gonna be 6 piercing damage, and also the foot tail is on fire, so it's gonna deal extra 4 fire damage as well.
Can I use superior dice for parry?
Yeah, go ahead. Can you link parry for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll on the D8 to see, with your Dex modifier as well, to see how much you reduce the damage by.
So slash R D8 plus 1.
Yep. Nice. So you reduce with your skillful parrying, you clash against the tail strike with your swords, and you manage to mitigate the damage on you by 7, meaning you only take 3 damage.
This is kind of cool.
Okay. Remember to also reduce the amount of superior dice you have.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay. Vatar, seeing the approach of a Maul Demon, he's gonna stay in hiding, and he's gonna try and do a sneak attack shot on the Maul Demon. So he's gonna make this attack with advantage.
Right. Which one is he attacking?
This one.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, 13. Does that hit? Let's check. That does hit.
Nice.
Okay. So that would be 8 piercing damage. He shoots another shot at the back of the Maul Demon. This time he does draw its attention, but dealing even more damage against it. And you see the Maul Demon beginning to get very weakened.
Nice.
You see Vatar call out and just goes, "Soften that one up for you."
Thanks. Imperial's above us. Thanks.
Thanks. You see Sona tries to get away from the threat, and the Maul Demon's gonna try an opportunity attack her.
Oh shit.
It fails, thankfully.
Nice.
You see it tries to chomp on her again, but she dashes out of the way just in time, and she's gonna use another one of her spells on the Spine Devil this time.
You got this, Sona.
Sona's like, yeah, hopefully. She's gonna try and cast Magic Missile.
That just automatically hits.
Yep.
Pew pew that shit.
So- Yeah, this guy's definitely dead. The Spine Devil hears only the whoosh of like the magic missiles coming towards him as they impact against his body and punches holes through him enough that he like just perishes right before you.
Nice.
Someone's like, "Take that!"
Oh my god.
And the Spine Devil's dead.
Nice.
And she's gonna use the rest of her movement to get here near you.
Okay.
And yeah, that's gonna be her turn.
Okay.
Maul Demon's turn. It's gonna go towards Vatar and tries to attack him.
He'll be alright. He's got 2 potions.
EVI.
Yeah, he'll be alright. Ooh.
Oh, this one is a success, unfortunately for him. Oh!
Ay, ay, ay.
15 piercing damage. You see, Vatar is unable to run away in time before the monster just goes ahead and like chomps over him. It doesn't bite onto him, but you see that the gnashing teeth cut away at a big chunk of his leg, and he grunts out in pain as he takes 15 damage.
Shit.
Vatar just grunts and holds his leg that as it's like now splurting out blood, and he just says, "I'll be fine. Just finish it."
Fuck.
Your turn.
So it's like, do I protect her or do I protect him? What the fuck, yo?
It's up to you.
That's not fair. Why would you do that to me? Okay.
Hey, I didn't ask that. I didn't ask for that damage to be 15.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold down and then press Q. There we go. Okay. Kanan is going to. Oops.
Tackle it.
Kanan is going to rush at the Maw Demon and attack with his short sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. Remember, add.
Oops.
Okay. Okay.
I was going to use my D20.
Unfortunately, this one misses.
Alright, then I'll just make a.
I think you get better rolls just rolling physically.
Yeah. Then I'm going to use my offhand to attack
Okay.
it.
Roll for that one.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
Oh yeah. I think even with your strength and proficiency bonus, that does
Yeah.
miss, unfortunately. Vatar just screams out, "Oh my god, are you trying?"
Shut up! I'm gonna use Action Surge. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
use Action Surge to make a bonus attack.
Go ahead.
Alright. Come on.
Remember to -1 from action search.
That's a strength modifier, right?
Or action search?
For Action Surge? For,
That just allows you to take another action.
yeah, to make another attack.
So are you attacking again?
I'm
Is what I'm
attacking
asking.
yeah, I'm attacking again with my short
Okay.
sword.
Yeah, roll d20, add your strength modifier
Okay.
and your proficiency bonus.
Alright, so I got a 14 plus my strength modifier is 2. And my where's my other thingy at?
Proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus. Oh, that's a 2. So 18.
Nice. That does hit. Go ahead and roll for the damage.
Okay. Why doesn't it show my damage?
I don't know. Okay, so with your short sword, you're able to deal 3 damage to the Maul Demon.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll end my turn there.
You see Vatar calls upon his bard powers as he like takes out his lute and plays a little serene melody, and he's gonna use Let's see. He's gonna use a healing word on himself. So that's gonna be 1d4 plus spellcasting modifier, which is charisma. So that's gonna be +4. So 1d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. He heals 7 damage to himself.
See, he'll be fine. Sona should probably get away as far as possible, though.
Yeah. Vatar moves a little bit out of the way, but he's gonna also suffer an opportunity attack chance. And it misses, thankfully.
Nice.
So Vatar's gonna take out his crossbow again, and he's gonna fire right at the Maw Demon that's near you.
Okay. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, he misses. The arrow just flies past the Maw Demon's head.
And you give me shit about not hitting.
Vatar says, "At least I have an excuse for being far away." Sona, hearing what's going on over here, she goes over to try and help. And she's gonna go ahead and use another one of her spells. You see her like frantically in her head, like she closes her eyes. She's like, "Okay, remember the incantation." Oh my god.
Deep breath, woman.
She takes a deep breath and she's gonna use Acid Splash again on it. And it's gonna be a dex save from the Maw Demon, so let me roll for him. He fails miserably. So let's see this acid damage. Damage. Nice. So that's you see the acid comes out of her hands and splashes over the Maw Demon. You see it burns away at its flesh, and you see like searing bits of smoke coming off of its skin, and you can see it just sizzle into its flesh.
Nice.
And you see it takes 3, and it's gonna continue to take 3 each end of turns until its next turn.
Nice.
Okay. Which is its next turn now. And it's gonna try and attack you, Kanan.
Okay.
Gonna go for a disgorge attack this time.
Ooh, what does that do?
But roll for a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
You see the demon begins to gurgle in its mouth disgustingly as it something begins to rise up from its fat body as it then opens its maw and begins to disgorge and vomit in a cone before you.
Oh, gross.
And but with your dex save, you're able to dodge out of the way as you see the vomit begins to litter the ground in a cone in front of you, and the ground begins to like burn a bit.
Oh, well, that's fucking gross.
Sona is just like, kind of reminds me of what happened when I tried cooking something for you last time.
Fucked up.
Vatar just screams out, "It's off its guard! Finish it now!"
Okay.
And it's your turn, Mel.
Alright, I'm going to attack with my short sword.
Go ahead and roll for it.
Yep, I'm using my normal dice because fuck roll 20 right now. Alright, that's 11 plus 2 strength plus 2. So that's gonna be 15.
That is.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright.
Nice.
And then
With your hit, you're able to deal 6 damage to this thing.
okay,
And you see that it's on its last legs now.
I'm gonna try with my offhand.
Go ahead and roll for it.
All right. 13 plus 2.
That hits.
Okay. Okay. That
Roll
hits.
for the
All right.
8. Nice. Killing blow. So go ahead and explain how you kill this thing.
All right. Kanan, with his first sword attack, stabs it directly into the body, and then quickly retracts it. Then he spins, and then he slashes downwards with his second sword to slice it diagonally.
You see the monster just gets bisected by you and down the mouth and just begins to fall on either sides as 2 parts of his body just kind of just falls over flat, and you hear a disgusting squelch sound.
Nice. And then
And Shona just says, "Show off."
and then he's gonna put himself in between Zona and the Maw Demon, so we'll have a harder time to get to her.
Shona just gives you a little spring and says, "What a gentleman."
It's my turn!
What do you say?
I'll have my turn.
So the Maw Demon, seeing this, is gonna try and make a go at you again.
Okay.
Ooh, it misses.
Nice.
It tries to chomp you, but you're able to fend it off with your sword parries.
Get away, disgusting creature.
Vitar's turn. Sorry, I pressed too fast there. Vitar's gonna go over here, and he's gonna use... He's gonna go ahead and use Poison Spray. So it's a Constitution save. So let's see. From his hands, you see like a mist of like poison gas emit in the Maw Demon's general direction, and it's gonna try and make a con save against it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So it fails. So it's gonna take the full 4 poison damage.
Nice.
And you see that it is now poisoned.
Nice.
Okay, now it's Sona's turn. Sona's gonna go ahead and... She's gonna go ahead and take out her mace. And she's gonna use Booming Blade.
Booming blade. Ah.
Okay. So she's gonna move over here, and she's gonna be like, "All right, time to get dirty." And she's gonna go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, jeez.
This one hits.
Nice.
So she's gonna go ahead and roll for damage right now. Let's see. Nice. So she's gonna go ahead and you see her like lift her mace up, and she goes ah, and she smashes down on the Maw Demon's face, and you see it just affected regularly for a few seconds, but you see that immediately the mace then strikes down lightning on its face afterwards.
Nice.
And it takes an additional 1d8 thunder damage, so let's see how much that is total.
She pulled a Link.
Pretty much. This thing's gonna take 10 damage
Okay.
total.
Okay.
And you see, she sees it still squirming, and she like backs off of it. She's like, God, how's it not dead yet? And it's your turn, Kanan.
Okay. Kanan is going to make an attack with his short sword.
Okay, roll for it.
Yep. No. God. I rolled a 4.
So unfortunately, that one's gonna miss.
Nope. And then I'm gonna attack with my offhand.
Okay, roll for it.
Yep. What's this? A 19 plus 2.
Sweet.
So 23 to hit.
So that's a dirty 23. Definitely a hit. A roll for damage on that one.
Okay.
Four. Nice. So with your offhand hit, even though the first attack misses, it was a feint, and you're able to trick the monster into being in open position for you to slash at its hip with your other blade just in time, and you deal it 4 damage.
It's all in the hips.
You see this monster begins to growl as it tries to do a disgorge attack against you and Sona.
Oh shit.
So go ahead and roll for a dex save, and Sona will do the same.
Okay. Oof.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my
Both of you-
god.
Ooh. Big ooh. So both of you fail. So both of you take 2d10 acid damage.
Ouch.
So let me roll that. Okay, both of you take 7.
Okay, that's.
And both of you will fall prone.
What? Oh my god.
You see, both of you are unable to dodge in time as the acid spew begins to coat you both and makes you slip on your feet. As Sona cries out, "Vatar, help out here!" Vatar just grimaces and said, "Don't rush me."
Hey, what about the poison damage?
Yeah, it'll take that as well. So maybe roll 1d8 for that. Okay, that was a 3, so it's gonna take 3 tick damage.
Okey-doke.
Okay. You see Vatar seems like he's beginning to get quite angry. His eyes glow more red as you see him, like, it seems like he's starting to get serious as he like grips his lute and then just holds out his hand and begins to cast Bane on it.
Grace, no. Shoot.
So it has to make a charisma saving throw. I don't think this thing has many charisma, so
Okay.
we'll see.
No, Grace. Sit.
Yep, it fails.
Nice.
So the creature will now roll d4 and subtract the number from its attack roll and saving throws.
Okay.
And you see he's going to use a bonus action. He's going to move over here, and he's going to use a healing word on Sona. Okay. So Sona will recover back to 15.
Okay.
You see Sona just looks at Vatar and just says, "Thanks." You see Vatar just sort of nod and looks over to Kanan and goes like, "You be alright?"
Be fine.
You see Sona begins to get mad as she wields her mace again and goes like, "Back off, buddy!"
What happens
And
when
she's
you're
gonna
not
use-
prone?
Huh?
What happens when you're not prone?
She's gonna try to use her action to get up, essentially, and
Oh,
well,
okay.
she's gonna use half her movement to get back up, but she still has her action.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's gonna use Booming Blade again, so that's gonna be another mace attack. Let's see, hit. Okay. Let's see. Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay. So she's gonna roll for damage twice. Yeah, that's an 8. Okay, this is gonna be killing blow.
Oh my god.
You see with final smack across the face from her booming blade mace. She smacks the creature across the face and with a thunderous fury smites it, and it crumbles into a dust from the lightning hit.
She thored it to death.
And you are victorious.
Yay!
So you see Sona kind of drop to her feet as she drops the mace
Oh,
too.
one
She
second.
goes,
1 second. I gotta let my dog out. I'm sorry.
"Oh, okay, no, it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Go ahead."
Come here, Grace. Come on, come on, come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, come here. back.
Welcome back.
Alright, sorry about that.
No problem. So after the conflict, you see Sona reaches out a hand and helps you up from the muck,
He stands up. Thank you.
and you see she snaps her fingers a little bit and uses prestidigitation on you both, cleaning up the bark from your body. There, all better.
Nice.
Batar just goes over to you, and even though he's still got the same grumpy-looking face on him, he sort of like avoids eye contact with you and just asks, like, "Are you harmed?"
I will live.
He reaches out a hand and like casts Cure Wounds on you, healing you back to full.
He gives a nod and thanks. Doesn't like outright say it, but he kind of like,
Yeah.
thank you, sort of nod.
So I just ruins the moment by looking over to it and goes like, "Aw, what a softie." Batar just, you see him visibly blush as he just like grunts and looks away from Sona. Whatever
Alright.
happened here? Demons are now involved. I say we hightail it back the fuck out of here.
No. Something went down. I think we should go find out. Remember, we still gotta finish the trial.
Sona's like, even after all this, are you serious? That was
Okay.
kind of rough.
If you need to go back, you may. But I need to see this through.
Batar and Sona kind of look at each other as Batar shrugs and goes like, "Well, if I'm gonna have this on my conscience, let's go for it." Sona just goes like, "All right, fine. More people to smash in the face, I guess." You see, she takes one of her healing potions and takes a sip of it, and it heals her back to full.
Where's the music?
Give me a sec. There's no music yet.
Mm.
So you and the group begin to investigate what happened here. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
I'll roll for the other two.
Ah!
Nice. So from your investigation, you look around the area, you see the dead bodies of the paladin guards. You see that they were definitely taken by surprise, and from the footsteps of the maw demons from before, you don't see a point of origin for the footprints anywhere but here, so it looks like they were summoned right on the spot. And Vatar and Sona don't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary other than, the obvious blood splatters and the carnage and the destruction. But Sona looks around and just goes like, "Do you see an entrance to whatever trial we're supposed to go into?" Unless this was the trial.
I think these demons were summoned.
Vatar says, "Oh? Why don't you say that?"
Look at these footprints. They only
You go-
come out from here. They didn't simply walk into the trial.
Vatar rubs a hand on his chin and goes, "From my experience with these sorts of demons, they usually follow devils. And we killed one of them, but I don't want to... Didn't look like it was a leader. Devils usually follow a mastermind of some sort." So whoever was it that was able to summon them here, it must have been by surprise then.
Kanan is going to move up here.
Sona just goes up to Kanan and goes, hold on, Kanan. Are you sure? And she begins to whisper under her breath, away from Vatar. "Look, if anyone's the cause of this, Look, I'm not pointing fingers, but this is starting to concern me. Look, I want to be a cleric too, but
the cost of our lives?
As I said, if you are having second thoughts, I will not hold it against you if you wish to go back. But for my own sake, I gotta see this through to the end.
And Sona looks at you and goes like, she looks extremely concerned as she reaches out for your shoulder and goes like, "Hey, I get it, but oh, think of your daughter too."
I am. This is why I have to do this.
You're sure about this then?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You okay?
Yeah, I was drinking. Kanan takes this moment to think. Then he looks down. Then back at Sona. Maybe this is out of our hands. And he kind of just steps back.
You see Vatar goes forward and goes like, "Look, as much as I'd love to be the voice of reason, surprisingly, I'm gonna have to disagree with Gurley over here." And so he just looks over and is like, "Hey." He looks over at Kanan and goes like, "I don't know much about you, but you got a reason to be here, right?"
He nods. I do.
Well, we're fucking here anyway. You see him sort of just cocking another like arrow into his crossbow. Might as well see it through. Besides, if we turn tail now, who knows what we're gonna find back at the church unless we tell them something concrete.
I feel like you're fucking with me.
You have a choice now. It's up to you.
Max, that's not fair. Why you do this?
It's up to you.
I kind of want to see what's going on.
Then go for it.
Okay.
Are you saying that as in character or?
No. Weighing in both options, he feels like he needs to see this through for the sake of those that have died at the trial, at the very least. So.
You see Sona looks at your face and she can tell your choice. She's just sighs and goes like, "Okay, fine. I'll go along with you."
But he takes his hand into hers with a smile. If you truly do not wish to keep going, I will not hold it against you.
Sona just smiles and clasps his hand and just goes, "I'm not gonna go back there and tell your daughter that I didn't come back with you." She brings up her mace over her shoulder. "So let's go kick some ass."
Okay. He nods with approval, like kind of like a affirming nod, and they go. I'm just gonna go up the steps.
Okay. You walk up the steps and you see a small little domed room. Inside, you see more destruction and debris. It looks like there was a guardian here that fought to his very last breath, and consequently died fending off a demon, as both of their corpses are in the room.
Damn. Can I make some kind of investigation check around the room for anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough to pass. When you investigate around the room, you notice that there's got to be something here, from what you can discern, that was important enough that this guard fought to his very last to defend it. And you see a little basin of water in the middle with waters that looks like it's clear as anything, extremely clean despite the surroundings.
What's in
Sona
this
just looks
water?
around and goes like, looks like some kind of baptism site?
Can I investigate the water? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Go ahead and investigate check on it.
alright.
You see Vatar looks around and goes like, I don't know much about your traditions so far, but there's gotta be something here.
I fucked. This fucking shitty rolls.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary about the water, but the other two are gonna do their respective checks. Sona's gonna try and do an Arcana check, and Vatar's gonna try and do a History check to see if he noticed anything about the architecture.
Okay.
You see Sona. She looks around. She doesn't find anything out of the ordinary magic-wise, but Vatar does notice something strange. He looks over at the basin and goes like, "You see that?" He points at the feet of the basin, and he sees that it's there's a little chip in the one of the corner of it that looks like there's a hole inside of that chipped portion.
Where? Right here?
No, like here in
Oh.
beneath the basin. He ducks underneath and looks in the hole of the basin and goes like, looks like some kind of hidden passageway.
Hmm. Can, like, the basin be moved or something?
Sona tries moving the basin with all her strength, and she says, "Ah, I'm weak as a noodle, but it's not budging."
Can he try to move it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a strength check or something?
Go ahead and just place your hand on it.
Okay. Kanan will place both of his clawed hands on it.
You place both your hands on it, and you see your reflections in the pool of water. And suddenly, you see like ripples form across it, and you see the basin starts to slide out of the way on its own.
Oh.
And you see a stairway that like leads underground. Atara looks over and goes like, "Guess I did the trick. What'd you do?"
I just touched it. So.
Sona just gives a thumbs up to Vatar. Nice job spotting that out. How'd you know about that kind of stuff? Vatar just shrugs and just says like, "You just have an eye for detail."
Kanan smiles and is like, shall we investigate?
Sona looks over at Ken and goes like, "Dragons first."
Ha How polite.
You all begin to travel down the secret passageway, and you
Whoa. I got a question.
what's that?
Am I supposed to see the entire map?
Yeah, I'm spawning you in. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It probably gave you a flash because it was still loading in.
Yeah, I could see the map.
It's okay. This is why we hide shit. So you and your group come out underground into what looks like a underground croft of some sort. Let me see. As the surroundings are completely unfamiliar to you. You see that the demons were definitely unable to reach down this place, as it looks quite pristine compared to the top side.
Hmm.
You come down to a narrow little passageway. Up ahead, you see a door that's like slightly ajar, and you see a locked gate to your left.
Kane's gonna take a look at the gate. See if he can open it, maybe?
You try to move the gate, but it looks like it's locked. Uh, Vatar moves you out of the way and goes like, "Let me try." He takes out something from his bag that sounds like a lot of clanking as he takes out what looks like lock-picking tools. He begins to work on it, and within seconds, he just opens it without flaw.
Wait.
And Sona's just rides around and goes like, "You did that pretty quick, Mr. Mystery." Something you want to tell us? And Vatar goes like, "Maybe later, and when I'm much, much drunker."
Kanan's suspicious. A little bit. But he doesn't say anything. Can I make an insight check on him?
Sure.
Oh my god!
You notice that you notice that he's definitely keeping something hidden, but you can't particularly tell what it is or the intentions behind it.
Kanan's a little sus, but he doesn't say anything.
Sus.
Yeah, that's kind of added into everybody's vocabulary now.
Yeah.
Fucking Among Us.
Yeah. So the door opens and you come into a small little room with what looks like a giant dice, not dice, like a little die on the bottom, like DAIS.
Mm-hmm.
And on it is a giant slab that looks like the word wing is written on it.
Wing.
Mutar says, looks like it's written in Draconic. Can you read it?
Kanan will try to read it.
Yeah, it just says in large font, wing, written in Draconic language.
All it says
And
is wing.
on top of that slab is looks like a button that can be pressed down.
Okay. Kanan is going to press the button.
Sona says, okay, the button presses and you can hear a little bit of vibration, and then nothing. Sona says, like, if that's a death trap, I blame you.
Yeah.
Matar says, like, well, it's got to activate something. Looks like a mechanism went off. Sona looks to the side to the slightly ajar door. She looks through the crack and goes like, don't see anything off in here. Looks like a large room.
Okay. Can we go into the large room?
Sona slowly makes her way inside, mace at the ready, and she stares around and does not see anything suspicious. She just sees a square pool of clear water in the middle of the room. To your far right, you do see like a statue of a grand paladin, clad in armor with his sword at his side. And the pool of water in the middle, and on the top left, you see some crates and barrels blocking the way to something.
Mm-hmm.
And on to your left, you see a closed door, and to the north and northeast side, you also see doors.
Okay. Where's the music?
As well as on the southeast end.
I hear no music.
There's no music for this portion.
Oh. Well, that's sad, Panda. Kanan's gonna look at the water for anything suspicious.
You look at the water and you don't see anything off. You do see that it is vibrant and clean.
Oh, hold on. Alexa,
What?
off!
Were you telling her to find water or something?
She activated randomly. That scared the shit out of me.
You activated the water, Alexa.
Yeah, Oh, okay. I was okay. What did you say?
So you don't notice anything off with the water other than it's surprisingly clean and pristine. Like there's not a single like speck of dust in it.
Can I make like some kind of check if it's like got some special properties or?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Watch me not roll anything. Oh.
You notice in the water that it doesn't seem like there's a specific magical power that you recognize on it. It just seems like it's incredibly clean, pure water is being purified by something's influence here.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look at this statue over here.
Okay.
Uh. Hello? I can't hear you. You kind of disappeared on me.
Me or?
You, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh no.
Much better.
Okay. You see a big imposing statue of the paladin there. It looks to be intact, like it's been uh, preserved and kept orderly and clean over the years.
Can I make some kind of check to see who's the paladin?
You can do a religion check.
Okay. God.
No, you pass. From your studies, you're able to easily notice that this is one of many guises that you've learned about Bahamut taking over the years, in which he was a mighty paladin warrior.
Kanan's kind of struck in awe, looking at the statue for a moment. And then he.
Sona just sort of looks over to you and just smirks and goes like, "Not falling in love, are you?"
Kanan sort of blushes and kind of shakes his head. Shut up.
Sona just giggles and says, "Notice anything off about this place? Well, other than creepy, dank little basement."
It's surprisingly. Other than the water being surprisingly clean, no, I don't see anything suspicious. I'm gonna look up here.
Batar goes up to the pool of water and shouts across it to you. Goes like, "This was supposed to be a trial, right?
Yeah.
I can assume this is some sort of puzzle that was meant to test us then."
Oh, okay. Max, I hate puzzles.
Well, too bad.
So what do you propose?
Well, we found one of those things that said wing or whatever on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need to find more of those.
Okay.
Sona calls out and says, think I got something.
What did you find?
Small, it's a little faded out, but she squints her eyes behind her glasses and she reads a little bit of the inscriptions that are at the feet of the statue written in Draconic. You are able to read along with her, and now that she pointed out, as she reads, "Follow the path of my 7 councilmen, and it shall guide the way."
Follow.
Sona just winces and says, "I sorry." Ooh.
Do you need a break?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a bad cough. Sona just sort of winces and says, "Sorry, my Draconic's a bit spotty. But it mentions his 7 gold councilmen. Think I remember reading something about that in our lessons."
7 gold councilmen.
Batar sighs and just says, "The 7 gold worms that served as the court of Bahamut."
Oh, that's right.
He looks at you two. Were you two just falling asleep during those sermons?
No, not really.
Sona just look. Her eyes dart around a little bit. She says, "Kinda." But Tar sighs and just goes like, each of the 7 gold worms that served underneath him were said to embody a virtue that he held aloft above all else. Now that first thing we saw makes more sense. Wing. One of the council members represented wings.
I see.
Sona looks at him and goes like, "So what? Are we recreating some sort of big dragon with words?" Tar crosses his arm and goes like, "Hell if I know, whatever this lofty nonsense means, but it's a start at least."
Okay, well,
Go ahead and roll a religion check for me, Mel.
okay. What is with these double numbers?
And you should start rolling your actual physical dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that.
I don't know why you keep using Roll20 at this point.
It's just easier. So, do you want me to re-roll, or are you gonna take that?
You can re-roll if you want.
All right, thanks. No. 19.
See?
Muhammad's telling me to use my normal dice.
This is how we fucking. This is why we buy fucking expensive dice. Yeah, you remember from now that it's been reminded for you the lessons that brought about the 7 virtues that Bahamut valued. The first was wing, then claw, then eye, fang, presence, tail, and voice.
Wing, claw, eye, fang. What were the last 4? Last 3?
Presence, tail, and voice.
Like presents as in like birthday presents, or like presents that my presence is known?
The latter.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, Bahamut loved presents.
Okay. Wing, claw, eye, fang, presence, tail, voice.
It's hard. Goes at. Gotta be 6 other buttons then, right?
Seems so, so.
So let's go find some.
Mm-hmm.
Sona looks at it and goes like, "Hey, don't leave me here. Come on."
Keep up. I'm gonna try this door up here.
Okay. You open the door rather easily, and inside you find what looks like to be a padded cell door waiting for you around the right corner. And it looks like inside are miscellaneous pots and pans left on the ground.
What the hell?
What do you see?
A bunch of cluttered stuff. Can you open the door?
Sona looks inside and goes like, "So Bahamut was a hoarder? What's going on?"
Well, dragons do love to hoard.
Latar says like, "Are we really going in there just for some pots and pans?"
Can't hurt to take a look. Can you open the cell door?
Yep. Latar goes to work and Sona waits patiently, but she begins to ask like, "So what did you do before joining this church?" Latar says, "Wow, straight to it, huh?"
Is she asking me?
No, she's asking
Oh.
Vatar. And Vatar says like, "Though I said I need to get a lot drunker than that to say anything." Sona just says, "I'm just curious. Besides, we've all done things we're not really proud of. So harm in telling us." He stops cold in unlocking the door and he says like, "I killed my sister."
Oh.
And a silence washes over your group as Sona goes, "Oh." And Tar says, looks back with like a slight unhappy look in his face and goes, "Happy now?" He bends the lockpick once and like he unlocks the door and opens it. And come on.
Kanan is like, this is why we don't pry, dear.
She quietly gestures to you like
I
Sona says, "Hey, I was just curious." Vitar says, "Whatever."
I Kanan is going to look about the room, I guess, make an investigation.
Go ahead.
Alright. I'm gonna use my dice. My dice. My dice. My dice.
Do
my
it.
dice. Oh my! I rolled a 1.
So not only do you not find anything, you trip over some of the pots and pans and you fall flat on your face.
Ow!
And Vitar says, "Jesus, for a big man, you're not very well coordinated, are you?"
Should really put these things up. He's gonna get back up.
You see Sona on the side. She begins playing with the pots and pans a little bit before she notices you're staring and she like puts them down. So Vitar ends up finding something as he lifts one of the pots up and finds a little button on the bottom of it. Vitar says, "Here."
Is there any words on that?
You see a big golden button on the die as usual, and you see it says, "Claw."
Okay. Alright, Kanan is going to press the button. I wanna press the
You
button.
hear the entire building vibrate again, and then it stops.
Okay, well that's 2 down.
Sona looks at her group and goes like, "This is sort of like a painful lesson in anticipation. My God."
Patience. So, gonna leave the room.
As you're leaving, you see Sona. She seems like she's getting a little bit bored as she like begins to pry in the quiet again. And goes, "Was there a reason?" Vitar looks behind and goes, "Huh?" "About your sister." Vitar just goes like, "I want to know so bad." Sona's just like, "I just wanted to get to know you more." Vitar says, "Well, drop it, okay?"
Quiet, you two. No need to argue. So, not if
Sona,
he doesn't want to talk about it, there's no point in prying.
you see Sona kind of resigns herself a little bit as you're looking at the door, but she begins to talk to Vitar a little bit and just says, "I lost my father a long time ago." You see Vitar pauses a little bit before he gets to work on his store as he listens to her and goes like, "He was slain by cultists. After that, I just wanted the power to stop something from that happening again."
I'm sorry about
Vitar,
your father.
Sona is just like, "He was a lot like you, Kanan."
Me?
"Yeah, he was a great father. I'm sure Kezia is very lucky."
That kind of made Kanan blush a little bit, and he kind of just.
Vitar just
Yeah.
says, "It was an accident."
Oh. An accident. Suspicious! No, just kidding.
We were playing on the cliff sides. We were arguing. And you say I pushed her. She fell off the cliffs.
Kanan kind of wants to put like a reassuring hand on his shoulder. And he's like, you don't have to talk about it anymore if you don't want to.
Tar says like, "I know, but and ain't gonna shut her up." You see Sona kind of looks sad, but Vitar pauses as he's working the door and he turns to her slightly and just says, "You're a good person." Now forget I ever said that to you. As he like begins to work on the door again. Sona smiles a little bit behind him. And eventually the door opens again. This time you see a room that looks like it has a body on it, though the body has been clearly worn out over time, leaving nothing but bones. It looks like this was some sort of room where you see they were practicing medicine and also matters of the bone and the body. And there are two die buttons on the left and right side of this room. The left one saying greed, and the right one saying voice.
The left one says greed.
Yeah.
Kane is gonna click the one that says voice.
Okay. You hear and feel the room vibrate again, and it stops.
Okay. Can I inspect the body a little bit?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for investigation.
18.
Nice. You inspect the body and you see that the skeletal structure is not human. It looks like it was draconic of nature, like a dragonborn's.
Oh, that's a little unsettling.
Sona just like, now you know how we humans feel. Do you have any idea how many of these medicine books have our skeletons in them? Vitar just goes like, an everyday thing where I'm from.
Where are you from?
He says, the Underdark. Sona says, ooh, spooky.
Kanan sort of kind of taps her over the shoulder, kind of like don't push it.
I'm just having a little bit of fun. We're all friends now, aren't we? And Vitar just goes like, you buy me some drinks afterwards, that'll be anything you want.
Drinks are on me when we get back.
Sona just says like, and I was just wondering why we're friends.
He's like the dad of the group. What the hell's going on here?
You see many crates and barrels blocking the way into that way.
Can I move the crates aside?
Yeah. So you with your group's help, you manage to move the crates and barrels to the side, and in the crate, while moving them, you notice something glistening on them, and you find a little. Let's see, what I have down here. Yeah, you see a little amulet that has like a sun emblem on it.
Can I investigate the amulet or make some kind of check?
Yeah, do an Arcana check.
Arcana. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
You're unable to find out if this necklace has any special effects, but who knows? Maybe later you will.
Should we keep this for now, or?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, I want to hold on to it for now.
Okay, Sona just goes like, and looting old places. Great start to our cleric journey.
We're not looting. So what's the
Sorry,
thing called?
The amulet?
Yeah, what is it called?
It's called Sun Emblem Amulet.
Sun
Atara just shrugs and goes like, hey, I'm good either way. And your group is able to move forward through the mess.
Okay.
And in this corridor at the very end here, you see a chain link gate with some sort of sarcophagus behind it.
Don't think we want to mess with that.
Vatar goes up to the gate and looks through it at least to view the room. And he says, "Well, we might have to. There's a button in there."
Ah, shit. Forgive us, Bahamut.
You see, he begins to work on the gate again and gets it open for the group.
Okay.
Sona's just like, so, like, in the Underdark, do you all know how to lockpick and stuff like that? And Vatar just says, like, why? Do you humans know how to play instruments and be loud all the time? And Sona says, that's no. Then don't judge people based on appearances. Sona's just like, hi, jeez.
Kanan is going to look at the dice.
There's a word on it that says Fang.
Okay, he's gonna press that.
Okay. He presses it, and you hear the vibration. Although instead of just ending simply this time, when it ends, you hear the sarcophagi begin to move. Sona, because oh crap, she takes out her mace as Vatar takes out his crossbow, and from the inside the sarcophagus, you don't see anything happen for a long time, and then suddenly shadows wash over you all, and like something seems to have like rushed past you.
What the?
Like it leaves billowing, shadowy, smoky trails, as you see it has blown right past where you were standing. Latar's like, well, we just screwed up, I think.
Well, we gotta fix it.
He goes outside. He stands near the edge of the entryway a little bit with his crossbow ready, peeking out to see if there's anything there. He doesn't see anything, and the group begins to edge their way forward. Vatar just signals with his fingers that he's going to go in this direction to check what's going on.
Kanan is gonna prep his swords, just in case.
He opens the door and jumps through, crossbow at the ready, but he doesn't see anything. Vatar says, like, I can feel something watching. Be on your guard.
Kanan slowly walks forward, looking about.
You see Sona watching your six as you move around the area. And go ahead and roll for evasion, Mel. Dexterity save.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Okay. I rolled a 20.
Nice. See, this is why we fucking use the physical dice. So immediately, the shadow moves through you again. This time intent to slice at your throat. But with luck, you're able to dodge right past it, and you, with your keen instinct, you're able to reveal what it is that just struck. You see that it is a shadow boxer,
What the fuck?
a creature that looks like a panther that's made out of shadows. Its eyes glowing red as it seems to sink back into the ground, into the shadowy depths, as it begins to move through shadows again, trying to sneak attack your group again.
Okay.
Latari, I guess, like, all right, well, guess we know what's after us now.
Where'd it go?
Sona shouts to the rest of the group, does anyone have a light?
Nope. Wait. I got a torch. Hold on. I want to light up my torch.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna light one up.
With the light from your torch, you're able to light up the surroundings, and you see the shadowy shadow boxer begins. You see its form in the shadows begins to boil as the shadows begin to rise up, almost like they're being hurt. You see the light begins to affect it as it growls out in a panther growl at you, and its body being revealed now.
The other one causing us trouble right now.
Roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Great.
Wow. Okay.
Well. All right, you go first.
All right. Kanan is going to rush forward and make an attack with his short sword.
Go ahead.
All right. Let me roll. All right. 17. It's gonna be 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 2. I'm gonna use my die. 3 plus 2, so 5.
Nice. So you deal 5 damage to this thing.
Okay.
You cut across the shadow's body, and you see the shadow begins to reform itself, but it definitely had an effect as it screams out in pain and like hisses at you.
Alright. Can I make an offhand attack?
Yep.
Alright. 13. 17.
Does hit. Go ahead.
Okay, 1d6 plus 2. 2 plus 2, so 4.
Nice. So you, with your offhand hit, you slice across the shadow's face, carving into its inky body. But while it reforms, you do see that more and more of its form is being shaved off,
Okay,
and you deal it 2 more damage.
nice. I'm gonna end my
Oh,
turn.
sorry, 4 damage, right? Sorry.
Yeah, 2. 2 plus 2, 4.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. You see Vatar. It's gonna go through here, and he's gonna try and shoot at the boxer with his crossbow.
Ooh!
Nat 20. You see almost as if like a burden is almost lying on his off his shoulders. He's able to shoot easier. He aims with precision and hits the shadow boxer right on the head. You see the arrow is stuck in its body for a bit before it melts through, but more of its form begins to melt away as it deals damage to him twice. Nice. So that's gonna be fucking... Oh, sorry, that first one would be the first roll. Yep, so that's gonna be 11 damage to him.
Nice. 7 plus 4 piercing. So that's 11
Yeah.
damage for the first attack.
No, that's just both attacks. I accidentally rolled it twice.
Oh, okay.
You
Alright.
roll nat 20 on when you roll nat 20 on freaking roll 20, I guess it rolls it twice for you.
Oh, okay.
And Sona just raised up a hand and goes like, "Yeah, there you go." You see Vatar kind of blushes and just goes like, "Ugh."
So, stupid question before we keep going. The weapon, the short sword has plus 4 attack. Does that mean plus 4 to hit?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh wait, no. I think it's +4 because it's +2 from your strength and +2 from your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay.
So it's counting those for you.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay. So next is Sona. Let's see. She's gonna go ahead and cast magic missile against it. You see her go over there and goes like, "Eat this, pussy."
Oh my god.
And
Language, young lady.
hey, I'm not a cleric yet. She's gonna shoot 3 magic missiles at him. Nice. Total damage being 13.
Nice.
You see the magic missiles do great damage against it. One after another, beating over its shadowy body. And now it's the Shadow Boxer's turn. It's gonna go ahead and because you have the light on it, it loses its invisibility power, so it can't do that, thankfully. What it can do though is it's gonna try and multi-attack you, Mel.
Oh dear. Okay.
So that's gonna be 2 claw attacks.
Okay. Oof.
That one does hit.
Ooh.
That one does hit too.
Oh my god.
Okay. So consecutively, the boxer pounces at you and like lashes across you with both of its claws, dealing you 12 slashing damage total.
Oof.
And while it's doing it, it's gonna try and sink back into the shadowy depths, and in doing this, it avoids opportunity attacks from you, and it's gonna try and escape over here.
Damn it.
Your turn, Cannon.
Come back here, you bastard. But he's gonna chase after it
Okay.
and make another short sword attack.
Go ahead.
13.
Nice. Let me see if that does hit. That does hit.
Cool.
13 exactly. Nice.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll for damage.
Yep. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I
What?
rolled a 6. 6 plus 2. 8.
Nice. So with your first attack, you deal 8 damage to it, and you see that it's on its last legs now.
Alright, I'm gonna make a second attack.
Go ahead.
My offhand. Let's see. Damn. I rolled a 5, so plus 4 is gonna be 9.
Yeah, unfortunately that one misses.
Okay, that's fine.
Vatar's on standby though, and he's gonna try and take another shot at the shadow. He's gonna go ahead and take a shot. Ooh, unfortunately this time he misses. He's gonna reposition around here though.
Okay.
Okay, Sona's turn. She's gonna move over here. And she's gonna try and magic missile it again.
You got this, girl.
She casts out the magic missiles, each of them impacting the monster. So let's see, where is it? Nice. So this is a killing blow. The missiles fly through the air from your encouragement, and it hits the Shadow Boxer, slaying it.
Oof. Nice.
Right. And from the depths of the shadow, though, before you can celebrate, you see the shadows begin to coalesce and harden themselves. The amounts of damage you inflicted upon it now focused onto it as a source of power for itself, as it rebuilds itself into a new body.
Oh, fuck.
And from where you had killed it, you see what comes out is a shadow skeleton instead, wielding an umbral sword and shield.
The hell is that?
Tar says, something that needs to die anyway.
Nah.
Your turn, Mel?
Okay, I'm going to use oh. I'm going to use I'm gonna use my short sword against it.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 2. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately you miss. This one's gonna try and counter you.
Oh.
Ooh. And it does hit. So damage is gonna be 11 damage.
Jesus fuck, dude. Okay, 11 damage, so he's down to 6. Oof.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use action surge as no wait, I can't use action surge. Second wind, excuse me.
Go ahead.
And 1d10 plus your fighter level. Where's my 1d10? Give me a second.
1d10 plus 3.
1d10 plus 3. Sorry, I'm looking for my 1d10. Alright. 1d10 plus 3. Ugh. 2 and then 3. So I get 5 HP.
I mean,
back.
it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Seeing you in distress, Vatar runs over to you, and he's gonna try to cure wounds on you.
Ooh.
All right. With a touch from him, he says a few words, enchanting in his own Drow language, and he heals you for 12.
Many thanks, my friend.
Vatar says, "Oh, it's friends now, huh? Guess you owe me a drink too, then."
I said I was gonna pay for it.
Oh, 2 of them now.
Ugh.
And he's gonna go over here, and he's gonna ready his bow for next time.
Okay.
And Sona says, "Got you, undead bastard." She's gonna go over here and she's gonna try using Booming Blade. It does hit. Let's see. Okay, so she's gonna deal 6 damage and also 1d8 plus for lightning damage.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 3, so he's gonna deal him 9. So with a crash of lightning from her mace, she's whacks it across its shield, and the lightning damage afterwards strikes at its body, dealing it 9 damage. Shadow Skeleton turn.
Excuse me. Ooh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was just the belch.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna turn over to you, Kanan, and he's gonna try another scimitar attack.
Oh my god.
Ooh, this guy's getting real lucky. Nice. So he slashes you across, catching you off guard with his scimitar and deals you 8 damage.
No, fuck that. I want to use parry.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me spend 1 superiority dice and reduce the damage. Never. So what do I roll again? A D8?
Yes,
1d8. Okay.
that's your superiority dice, and that's plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
So I think it's +1.
Alright. So, 4, then dex modifier is
+1.
5.
So that you reduce it by 5, so it's only 3 damage against you.
Okay.
You parry off the scimitar's majority of his attacks, and mitigates the damage to yourself to 3.
Okay. Cause like, god damn.
At least you got that flashy sword work in there, Sona says. And now it's your turn, Kanan.
Okay. He is going to let me see here. Guess he'll attack with his swords again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit, where'd my dice go? I rolled a 14. Plus
Nice.
2, so 18.
Nice. So on an 18, you do hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. 1d6 plus 2. A 3 plus 2 and 5.
Nice. You deal this thing 5 damage. You want to use your offhand?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Yep. I rolled a 10 plus 2 plus 2, 14.
Ooh. I believe that does hit, but let me make double sure. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yep. I rolled a 6, so plus 2 is 8.
Yep, nice. So with your consecutive flurry of attacks, he's unable to keep up with your speed with a scimitar as you slice right through his bony body and cut off a few of his ribs.
Nice. Clank, clank. Okay, the end my turn.
And so Vatar is going to continue his assault, and he's going to continue shooting at it with his crossbow.
Show him your marksmanship. Oh.
Nope. So the arrows just simply fly through the skeleton's ribs and does no damage against them. He said, "Shit, I hate aiming at these bony things." And Sona just like, "All right, nothing new a girl and her mace can't fix." She's gonna cast Booming Blade again.
Okay.
It does hit.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay. So that's gonna be okay. Nice. Okay. So that's 2 plus 7. So that's gonna be 9.
Nice. She hits pretty hard.
It's honestly, it's pretty good rolls on these lightning damage ones.
Mm.
You see now the skeleton is like he's lost his shield arm and his sword arm is like in tatters. He's pretty close to dying. He's gonna make one last desperate attack against Kanan, with his bony darts attack
Bony dart attack.
or finger darts, I think.
Oh, he's gonna finger me? Ew.
Yep. So you gotta make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, doke. Constitution.
Oh, wait, if it hits first.
Okay, Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah. It does not hit, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
You see from his fingers emit like several darts, but you're able to dodge to the side and not get hit by them.
Okay.
You see the bony skeleton now just like shaking, like not being able to stand straight before you. He looks like he's ready to fall.
Alright, Kanan makes another attack with his short sword.
Okay, go ahead.
13 plus 4,
That does hit.
17. Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and describe the killing blow for me.
Okay. Well, Kanan raises both of his swords in the air and brings them both crashing down on the skeleton. Kind of like, I don't know, like a guillotine, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And then from that slice, he raises his main sword hand and then slices off the skeleton's head.
Nice. You behead the skeleton, and his head goes flying off his shoulders. And when it cracks against the wall, it shatters back into shadows. And you see the monstrous gloop just like disappear from this world. And your group is successful.
Yay! So Kanan's kind of just standing there panting pretty hard. Like he wasn't expecting that, so yeah, and took some hits, so he's kind of panting.
And sorry, I gotta ask, do you remember which buttons you pressed so far? I remember it was wing, claw, and voice, right, so far?
Wing, claw, voice, and I think it was fang?
Okay.
Wing, claw,
Yeah.
voice.
From the bodies of the slain well, the same body really. From the slain shadow creatures, you see the three remaining dice on like little pedestals appear, and the pedestals read "Eye, Presence, and Tail."
Okay. So how about we all press him?
Well, I got nothing better to do. Let's do it.
Yep.
Sona like happily hops on one of the fingers with her feet, while the other two presses the buttons, and you see the vibrations getting stronger now, and you see the statue begins to move off to the side, and you notice that it's revealing some sort of passageway behind there,
Okay.
and Matar looks at this and goes like, "Well, there's our answer, thankfully."
Hmm. So Kanan is going to lead the way, I guess.
Yep. Sona says, "Right behind you, buddy."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you feel push at your back, and as Vatar behind you goes like, "Look out!" And all of a sudden you see Vatar from the earth below him. He is gripped by some sort of giant earthen hand
Batar, what
as
the f-
he is put in place, uh, and from the origin you see Sona's hands raise up, and you see her kind of frown. It just goes like, "You really weren't supposed to be here, Kanan."
What the hell is this?
You see the earthen hand begins to grip tighter on Vatar as he struggles to get out, but it's only gripping tighter on him. He's like, "Ugh."
Oh, that fucking bitch.
Sona just says, "I told you, you should have left. I didn't want you to be a part of this."
Kanan pulls out his longbow and aims. He's like, let him go.
Sona just says, "You can't do that. I'm already so close."
Oh, you're playing.
Huh? I'm just playing. It's just a one shot thingy. Can you give me some bottle of water?
Is there one in the refrigerator?
There should be one. Okay, sorry. Alright, Kanan is going to like take aim, but not actually shoot. And now he's like more threatening, like, let him go.
Sona just looks at you and goes like, "You disappoint me, Kanan. I thought you were friends."
He's gonna shoot the bow.
You try to shoot the bow at her, but you see some sort of shadowy claw rip the arrow out of the air and crushes it in its hand.
The fuck?
Instead, Sona's just like, "I don't want to do this, Kanan. Let's just talk, alright?"
Well, talk if you let him go. What are you
Kanan
planning? What is this?
Sona just says, "I told you before. My family, my father, they were killed by cultists. Well, those cultists were members of the Church of Bahamut."
That's not true.
Sona
That's not
just
true.
Sona just shakes their head. "I remember being told the exact same thing. They would never do that. They were followers of justice and protecting the weak, and there they were, killing the innocents before their eyes for worshipping a god different than theirs."
That doesn't make any sense. No, I don't believe it. It can't be them.
Sona just looks at you, and she chuckles a bit and goes like, "I wasn't kidding when I said you and I were a lot alike back when we first met." She reveals part of her arm. You see black scales on her,
Black scales.
and she says, "My mother, she was a black dragonborn. My father was human."
Freaky deaky. No, I'm just kidding. he kind of just says nothing, but he continues to listen.
Vatar just begins to grunt as he squeezes further by the arms, and he just goes like, "You trainers, bitch!" And you see Sona begins to squeeze further, and you see like some blood coming out of his mouth, and goes like, "Language."
Okay,
Remember?
Kanan is going to be like, "Stop! You're hurting him."
Sona says, "I won't have to hurt him if he behaves, and if you behave, Kanan."
What do you want?
Sona just says, "What I wanted ever since I sent those goons in here to help me. I want the power that's inside this shrine."
It was you?
Sona says, "It was supposed to be simple. I was supposed to use the demons, get in here, take the power, and then get out. But the door wouldn't open for me. But luckily, it would seem Bahamut chose you. So lucky for both of us, I imagine."
God, what a twat. Hmm. Okay.
Okay, what do you want to say?
I'm just like, I don't know what to do at this point.
You see, Sona continues, "You can join me, Kanan. Come on. I heard what you told Pastor Matthias. All the stories you told me before. What led you here? You think these people are going to be any different than those humans? What they did to my parents? All they did was worship a god different than theirs, Tiamat, and they slayed them."
Tiamat.
Her expression begins to darken, and she says, "Yes, Tiamat."
A sister goddess to Bahamut? But
And
she's...
the mortal enemy of Bahamut, as we were taught. Or at least what these people have been trying to indoctrinate you into. It seems like you've been buying it.
I'm sorry what happened to your family, but this doesn't justify what you're doing right now.
Sona just says, "Doesn't it? You heard him. He's a sister killer. And now he thinks he can just redeem himself by coming here?
It was
This
an
one-
accident.
This place is one big lie that that offers fake salvation for desperate people, Kanan. And it's going to only take advantage of you. Tiamat doesn't offer that. She offers true freedom, true power. The power to protect your daughter. The power I didn't have for my parents. And all it would take is just joining me
Goddamn.
and one dead drow."
Let him go.
She shakes her head.
Okay.
You know, the time we spent together, I didn't lie about any of that.
She's not into him, is she?
Roll for insight.
Okay. Roll for insight. You're such a dick. I rolled a 3.
You're unable to tell these complex feelings at this time. You're still fresh off of the being shocked from this betrayal of someone you've gotten close with and have bonded with and you thought you could trust. As she just takes out her mace and you see the shadowy claw from before appear again, this time it being one with her flesh and body.
As you see, like billowing shadows, the shadow moves over to her face, and what covers over it is the mask of a black dragon covering over her.
Oh,
And Sona just says, I didn't want to do this. Stand down, Kanan.
He gonna put up his sword. Not
You
like
see,
he's like gonna arm himself.
You see almost like a mournful look on her face as she closes her eyes, and when she opens them again, it's just a vicious darkness that you've never seen her have before.
Dank memes.
What do you say?
Dank memes.
Dank. What dank means?
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
And you see now that her mace is imbued with darkness. You sense that she's been holding back and lying to you all this time, especially with her powers. And let's roll for initiative.
Oh God. You suck. Okay.
All right, you go first.
Okay. Alright, Kanan is going to charge straight at Sona and attack with his short sword.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay. You're not gonna believe this.
What is it?
A 20.
Nat 20, nice. Go ahead and roll for the damage twice.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7.
And what's the
then,
second?
6 plus 2. So 8.
Nice. So altogether, that's 15 damage.
And then he's gonna make an attack with his offhand.
Let me roll damage for the first one.
Yep.
Or sorry, calculate the damage for the first one. Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. It's 15, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Okay. So she takes 15 damage. And you see the attack does greatly affect her, and you slash across her body. The shadow is covering most of it, but you see a cut across her chest. But it doesn't phase her anymore.
Oh dear. Okay, then I'm gonna make an attack with my offhand.
Go ahead.
11. So 15.
That one does hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, 3 plus 2, 5.
Nice. So you deal an additional 5 damage to her, and you greatly wound her to the point where it pushes her back a little bit from her position. You see that she looks angered, but also disappointed at the same time, and like a distorted voice just comes from her, accompanied by the Black Dragoness's voice that you don't recognize, but together they just say, "My turn."
Uh-oh.
And she's gonna do a triple attack on you.
Oh, fuck. Fuck a duck.
She has expanded abilities now that she's revealed herself. She's going to use one of her sorcery points in order to use enhanced spells.
Oh, fuck.
Or heightened spells, sorry. This allows her to cast one regular spell and one cantrip at the same time for this one action.
Jesus.
So she's going to cast both Magic Missile and Claws of Darkness against you.
That's a bit excessive.
She's going to use Magic Missile. Alright, together that's 10 damage for a Magic Missile.
Fuck.
Yeah?
Shut up.
Okay. And then she's going to use Claws of Darkness. Basically, you see her hands become just giant claws from inky darkness, like dragon claws. And she does a melee spell attack against you with them.
Okay. Oh,
Okay. Unfortunately, this does hit. So this is gonna be 9 damage cold.
parry.
Okay, go ahead.
1d8. 7 plus. What is it? Plus you take up 7 plus 1, so 8.
Nice. So you reduce this by 8 damage, so it's only 1 damage.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
And she sees you weakening, and with her black dragon body, like a exoskeleton around her, she just looks at you and goes, "Give up, Kanan.
Fuck you.
Just let him die. What's one more life? You know that you have to do whatever it is necessary to protect what's important to you."
I won't let you kill an innocent person.
Innocent? You heard what he told us.
Even so, he's still our friend. And I won't let you kill him.
Sona just... She looks like she winces a little bit. Looks like she's about to... her lips quiver a bit as she's just... regains composure and just says... "So it's one friend over another, huh?"
You made it this way.
Alright, your turn, Kanan.
Okay, I'm going to use the potion of healing.
Okay, go ahead.
What's this potion of healing? I gave that bitch 2 healing potions too.
Yep.
2d4 plus 2 hit points. Okay. /R 2d4 plus 2.
Nice. You heal 7 damage back.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my offhand attack.
Go ahead.
18 plus 4, so 20.
Nice, you do hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. 6 plus 2, 8.
Nice. You deal under 8 damage to her, slicing across her shadowy exoskeleton, enough to where you see her draw blood underneath her dress. Her pained expression clear before you as she like kneels a little bit, but stands back up and just growls at you like a dragon would.
Yeah.
And her turn.
Oh boy.
He just says, "That's the way it is, Kanan. Fine." She's gonna use. What do you say?
That girl needs to get some dick.
She's gonna use another sorcery point to use Twin Dispels.
Oh, great.
Then choose your own life or that drow's. This next spell is gonna target both you and the drow.
Okay.
And so there's gonna be a magic missile that targets both of you.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. And now in this form, she actually has augmented magic missiles that she's going to use this time. And these augmented ones are acid ones. Because Black Dragon, yay.
Yeah. Well, now it makes sense why she uses acid spray or whatever that thing is called.
Yay.
You're such a dork.
Hey, you didn't see it coming.
Uh-huh.
Where'd I put her window?
I don't know.
Trying to open it, but it won't open. God damn it, roll 20.
Open sesame.
I'm just going to click the magic missile thing.
Okay. $1d4 plus 1.
So 3 are coming at you and 3 are coming at the drow.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, that's 12 damage against you. And 11 damage against the drow.
Jesus. Okay. 11. Oh shit.
And Vatar screams out in pain from being hit with that, and he's also being continually squeezed at the same time. You see he's about to lose consciousness.
Oh shit.
And she looks at your crumpling body over her, and she says, like, give up.
Fuck you.
And she's going to use, with that prompting, she's going to use her bonus action.
Oh my god.
And she's going to cast Blade Ward on herself as a bonus action, as an extra thing that she can do.
What's that do?
So this one would normally be an action, but in this mode, she can cast it as a bonus action.
Okay, but what does it do?
So until her next turn, she has resistance against damage, meaning that all damage against her is halved.
Bullshit. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, oh. Kanan's about to lose consciousness, so he makes one last attempt, so he's gonna use his breath weapon on her.
Okay.
So, let me...
Nice. So let's see. She sees you about to billow your breath weapon at her, and she shakes her head and just goes like, Kanan, who the hell do you think you've been training with? And she's gonna use her reaction, Absorb Element.
Okay.
So she has resistance against this fire damage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say she's gonna take this damage, but she's gonna take half of it.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for the fire damage.
I don't think you... Hold on. You have to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I'm saying that this is gonna be
Oh,
this is gonna auto hit because she's using Absorb Elements.
okay.
But so you can go ahead and roll for the fire damage. It'll just be half.
So, takes 2d6.
2d6, and then we'll half the result.
Okay, 2d6. Alright, 3, and then 2.
Okay. So half of that, we'll just round it up to 3.
Okay.
So she takes 3 damage, and let's see. Yeah, she'll store that energy that she mitigated from you for her next melee hit on you to deal extra 1d6 fire damage.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my offhand short sword attack.
Okay, go ahead.
11 plus 2 plus 2, so 15.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. 2 plus 2, 4 damage. God.
Nice. You deal 4 damage to her. You bring her pretty low, but she's still in there.
Okay.
And anything else for your turn?
I can't do anything else.
You see, with this, she looks at you, both of you as beaten as you are, but she says, "This is it. This is it. I didn't want it to come to this, but farewell, Kanan." She brings up her mace, and she's going to use heightened spells as her last sorcery spell slot. And she's going to go ahead and be able to do a spell and a cantrip on this one. And she's going to use Booming Blade
And her other spell is. There it is. Yeah, she's gonna use Earthen Grasp on you.
Okay.
Where is it? Trying to link it. Sorry. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. 19.
Nice.
Plus strength modifiers too, so 21.
Nice. Let's see. So you don't take any damage as a result of this. And she's gonna make a following melee attack with her booming blade.
Okay.
That's gonna be 15, so it hits.
Mm.
All right, it's gonna be 5 for the regular damage, and then 4 for the lightning damage. So that's 9.
Okay.
With one last regretful look on her face, she smashes you against your chest with her mace. You feel your entire chest begin to cave in as like the lightning. She smashes you right across, back all the way into the passageway that got revealed when the statue moved on,
Okay.
and you take 9 total damage.
Alrighty.
And in your dying state, you see nothing but the fading colors from the world. But you hear a loud sound emit in your ears as it seems like the world and your senses begin to depart. And when you open your eyes again, you're in a completely different place.
Oh, okay.
And in this new area, you see your body is see through, spectral, completely intangible. And over this sea of what looks like blue and energies going in waves to and fro like waters, with the stars like beside them. You hear that ringing sound in your ear again beckon you forth.
Okay.
And it beckons you to move closer to the swirl of energies in a Milky Way that you see up ahead. Your body begins to float through the sea of stars and energy as you feel just visions of your life appear before you through this sea. In the water's surfaces, you see when you first met your wife, along with the birth of your daughter, and so consequently the tragic day in which you lost your wife and your family began to crumble apart. And when you approach this sea of energy, you're pushed back a bit. And when you blink, you see the grand visage of a giant spirit of a silver dragon before you. And even without having to think about it, in your heart and soul, you know that this. One sec.
And before Blaze says, Bahamut's fucking platinum, not silver.
And you see that it's Bahamut who rests for you. He looks at you without words, almost as if peering into your soul with his eyes. Almost as if waiting for you to speak.
Bahamut? Fuck, I don't know what to say. Is it you?
He doesn't move from his spot, seemingly continuing to observe you. But you notice that his look is one of almost pity, the way he looks at you.
Shit, I don't know what to say. Max.
Take your time.
I'm dead. I'm dead, aren't I?
He does not speak in response, only lowering his head to meet yours.
Kanan kind of looks at his like transparent hands, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Kezia. I failed you." He kind of just starts crying there. Like what else can you do?
You hear Bahamut's voice finally ring through your mind. It's a clear, almost like intensely pure voice, charismatic in nature, but also kind and protective. And you hear him speak out. Do you think your job is done in this world, my child?
What else can I do? I failed. I failed everyone that I care about.
Failure is simply a part of the cycle.
For you mortals of your realm, you fall, you fail. You rise back up, and you persevere, stronger than before. I sensed it when you entered my shrine. The pitch black darkness in your soul, threatening to drown you in it. So tell me, my child, was it successful? Have you surrendered? Will you simply let that drow perish?
No. No, I'll take my ball and go home. Okay. I can't let him die. I can't. I refuse. I can't let him die. I can't let Kezia die.
He looks down at you, closing his big blue eyes as he begins to speak to you with his mouth open this time.
Minty.
I sense suffering ahead, even more so in your path. But such is the plight of mortals, and such is your strength. It is why I hold you mortals above all else as my champions. To uphold justice, defend the weak, to protect peace. And so, you shall begin to climb now, my child. He takes out a singular claw, puts it on your head, and in a flash of light, you see his eyes glow pure white, as does yours.
Oh shit, it's that fucking lion turtle from Avatar. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting.
And oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot about. The light begins to envelop over your body. Is music playing?
No,
Okay, there we go.
there it is.
Yeah, this music was supposed to have been playing the whole time. That's my mistake. What do you say?
I just snickered.
You see the light envelop over your body as you feel the experiences that's led you here till now. All the pain and the suffering, the trauma of losing your beloved, of seeing your weakened daughter, of all the things you'd leave behind in your wake if you were to be gone. You see the strength starts to fill you up with complete golden light as the armor and clothing you wore before, except for your scarf, begins to change, and you see an emblem of Bahamut begin to be emblazoned on your tabard.
Oh shit. Oh, the music caught. Oh, there it goes.
You return to this world completely revived and at full health.
Okay.
And in the distance, you start to see Sona approach the trapped and unconscious Vatara with her mace, intent on dealing the final blow.
Wait, where is she?
She's over here.
Oh. Mm.
You appear from where the statue was as Sona's eyes widened, seeing you back. She asks, "Oh, I destroyed you."
Bahamut's giving me a second chance.
And with that revelation, you see golden light appear before you.
Oh my god, the music!
Perfectly timed. You see a golden dragon swirl around you, empowering you for this next strike.
Yeet! Okay, so Kanan is going to take a rush.
Instead of your two short blades you see before you, a shield and a mace.
Oh, okay. Alright, so...
He looks at you bewildered.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sona. Things could have been different.
Okay, and what do you want to do now?
I'm gonna rush at her, like jump and then,
She holds her mace and begins to run at you at the same time with her dark powers. The dark dragon appearing behind her as you two clash with your maces. The two dragons behind you begin to explode against one another. And in that clash, you start to see your empowered mace completely just crushing Sona's mace. And in her weakened form, her shadows dissipate. and you manage to strike her right across the head. And you see the shadow dragon begins to get devoured by a light dragon.
Damn, her head got caved in.
You see Sona crumpled to the ground on her knees before you. She reaches out a hand and holds it against your hip.
Kanan's gonna kneel down and hold on to her hand.
You see her head bob back and forth. She struggles to cling on what life she has left.
Can I do
You
like a
see
mercy
tears.
kill? Oh, keep
You
going.
see tears come out of her eyes. She says, "Yes. Neither of us had a choice. And the path that led us here."
You always had a choice.
Did you? She gives a weak smile. Both of us lost our entire meaning to live.
I have found a new meaning to live.
You see her bloody smile as more blood drips from her head wound as she holds your hand meekly and just says, "And live on."
He gives her hand like a gentle squeeze. And just giving her like closure or something like that.
You hold her hand as she then falls up against you, lifeless now. Her hand no longer has any pressure to it as she stops gripping yours. She dies against your arms. As you see the earthen hand that held Vatar lowers and releases him, his unconscious body into the floor.
He Kanan slowly like puts her hand down and then he gently lowers her body to the ground. And then he's going to go and check on Vatar. Honestly, I thought Vatar was gonna be the asshole.
That's what I wanted you to think.
You're a dick.
Vatar, you see that he's unconscious and heavily wounded from being crushed by the hand. He's breathing hoarsely. It looks like he's holding on only barely. He needs immediate attention. But with your newfound powers, you see a golden light sparkle, or rather flicker, in your hand as you feel like you would be able to help him.
So can I cast some like cure wounds or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So Kanan
You
is going to
yeah.
hold him up, like like from his back, with one arm,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to cast cure wounds upon his injuries.
You use cure wounds on him and recover him back to being stable. He violently breathes back to life, and his eyes open up slowly, looks at you, and just says, "Thank you."
Kanan smiles and slowly tries to help him. Help him back up.
Yeah. You help Vatar back up, and you walk by Sona's corpse. As you walk past, you're reminded that even in death, even after all that's happened, she still had the same bright, cheery smile she's had on her face since the first day you met her.
So she did have a thing for him, didn't she?
You didn't roll right on the inside. I can't tell
come
you.
on. You gotta tell me. You can't do that to me.
And what if she did, huh?
I just want to know.
Wouldn't that make you feel worse?
You said what? So I want to know.
Roll for insight.
Oh my god! Okay, insight. Fucking dick.
You ain't knowing shit.
That advantage roll, though, that's bullshit. Alright, that's okay. I'll get you back one
All right.
day.
I'll get you back.
Yep. You won't sate my curiosity.
Hey, roll better.
Uh-huh. Okay, so.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Uh-huh.
You, over the next day or so, you you help Batar back into HQ, and you begin to tell Matthias now that you've recovered everything that's happened. He looks troubled, stays silent, looks back at the statue of Bahamut, and closes his eyes. He begins to say prayers under his breath, and you hear, even after knowing that she was a traitor, he begins to pray for Sona. Batar, now bandaged up for his injuries, stays quiet and somber, admittedly still conflicted about Sona dying, but knowing that it had to be done. Matthias, once he stops his prayers, opens his eyes and speaks to you. We have suffered great losses from this tragic incident. Even after all that she had done, Sona was still our sister, and we shall pray for her redemption in the afterlife.
Caden's just listening to the prayer, like closing his eyes. He's like really kind of troubled with her death, but he kind of just not saying anything because he feels guilty about it.
Matthias looks over to you, Kanan, and says, "But with great loss comes also gain. From your powers and what you've told us, it would seem Bahamut has blessed and chosen you. You have passed your trial, Kanan. We welcome you as a cleric of Bahamut."
Kanan manages to eke out like a tiny smile, but it's a very sad smile.
And you as well, Vatar. You are now a cleric of Bahamut as well, should you choose to undergo training in this craft. Vatar just says, "Can't let it all be for nothing, right?"
Kanan puts a reassuring hand on his shoulder.
Vatar, for once, lets down his guise, smiles a little bit at Kanan, and just says, "Thanks. If you ever need anything, you can call on me."
I still owe you a couple of drinks.
He chuckles a bit as Matthias, however, looks at Kanan grimly and says, There was one other matter as well.
Yes?
He takes you off to the side
Okay.
and he whispers to you, "It's about Kezia."
Wait, what's going on?
Matthias says, "When the doctors could not find anything, we offered a divination to find out the source of her ills. I'm afraid it's not just the flu."
What?
He tries to stay as calm as possible as to not upset Kanan further as much as he could. And Matthias just says, "An evil lurks within her, possessing her. It seeks to doom her. We are doing our best to exorcise it, but it will require considerable strength. Unfortunately, our numbers, as diminished as they are in the church, have been unable to ease her."
What must I do?
He puts a hand on Kanan's shoulder. "What all and any father would, be there for her. We will do our best with what we have. I'm so sorry to give you such foreboding news on the day of your first christening."
No. No. There's gotta be something I can do for her. There's gotta be something I can do.
Matthias says, "I do not doubt you will try anyway, my friend. Our libraries and our resources are open to you whenever you need it."
Thank you.
And we skip back over to the Bahamut HQ. And with Kanan having returned to Kezia's room having been now deemed a warning site by the exorcists and the priests who tried to help her, you see what was once your peaceful and safe room now filled with just warding items in order to keep her stable and the possession at bay for now. You see Kezia now looking even worse on her bed, eyes not opening, but you hear her whimpering out of pain.
He is going to take one of her little tiny hands into his claws and like gently caress it.
You caress her hand, and immediately you see almost like a demonic face take over your daughter as her eyes go full black and she screams at you, only to go back to her original position in pain,
Oh,
fighting back against the possession.
Oh my god.
Her weak voice now normal again as she cries out, "Father, Father."
You are such an asshole, Rex.
And as she does so, she loses her grip on something she was holding in her tiny hand. And when it drops, you see that it's an intricately carved tooth. And you notice that it's, from what you can appraise as your times as a merchant, it's the dragon tooth that you had found and given to her for her birthday present. You see that she has carved it into what looks like a holy symbol. It looks like, from what you are able to guess, she was hiding this all along, trying to give it to you as a present.
Alright, I'm gonna pick it up and kind of just admire it and look at it for a while, then look at her. And then I'm gonna be like, Kanan's gonna be like, you must fight. Kezia, fight until I can find a way to cure you of this ailment. You've got the
You see,
blood of
she-
dragons in you.
You see, she grips your hand tight, almost in response to what you say, but she can't respond with words, too racked in pain to do so. But she holds onto your hand as tightly as she could. And that day forth, Kanan was a cleric, and he knew what his next journey would be.
Kick the shit out of Strahd. Just kidding. Oh my god, that was really sad.
That was prologue 1, the Holy Dragon.
You are a dick.
How would you like it?
It was actually kind of heart-wrenching.
Oh man, I was waiting for your reaction to the twist with Sona.
You suck, dude. So, was she in love with him?
You didn't roll well on that insight. I can't
Come
tell
on,
you.
you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me.
Roll again.
Okay, fine. I want to use my dice. I want to use my dice.
Do it.
Yep.
Remember to add wisdom to it.
Add wisdom. Okay.
Mhm.
What's my? Well, he's a cleric now,
I'll
so.
let you use his current wisdom on the Barovia.
Shit. What was his wisdom? Let me. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay.
Barovia, Barovia, Barovia.
What's plus 4?
+4. Okay, so
Thanks.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a +4. So he rolled a 12, so it's gonna be 16.
Yeah, she was.
Ha! You're such a dick. You could just tell me outright.
It was incredibly hard for her being a double agent because she does believe in Tiamat, but she also loved the man that loved Bahamut.
Which is funny because he's a red dragonborn.
Yep. Which is born from Tiamat, so
kind of fucked up.
that's why I played the sad music. She died against your arm too.
I just died in your arms tonight.
I love this shit.
Well, you love Zetsubo. You just like bringing despair onto people. You suck.
Hey. Was this not a good backstory
Yeah.
for Kanan?
Yeah.
And I plan to do the rest for the rest of the crew.
Ooh, I hope they record theirs because I would like to see it.
Alright, so that will end prologue 1.
Alright, thanks, dude.
No prob. I'm glad you had fun. I can't wait to look back on this at your reaction to Soda and be like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna put this on YouTube.
Okay. Will I see you on Picardo?
Yeah, I just need
Okay.
to upload it on YouTube and switch my Streamlabs back.
Alrighty. See you there.
Alright, bye bye.
Later.